Hello everyone, myself Professor Chavan. We have started the third chapter from our 11th Science CBSE board for the subject physics. In previous lecture, we have learned about the relative speed. How we can give the relative speed of one body with respect to another, but necessary condition is that both the bodies must be in a motion. Okay, both bodies must be in motion, and with respect to that, we have seen some numericals and also the one concept of the overtaking of the train and crossing the trains, and in which case we have to go for the addition of the velocities, and in which case we have to go for the subtraction of the velocities. Okay, now in today's lecture we are going to start the next topic from our third chapter, that is the accelerating motion. Okay, accelerated motion. So you know the acceleration. What is the acceleration? You are familiar with the acceleration, the term acceleration. Acceleration is nothing but the rate of change of velocity with respect to time. Okay, rate of change of velocity with respect to time. In previous lectures, we have learned about what is the speed and what is the velocity. Okay, what is the speed and what is the velocity. Now, if we here, in case of the acceleration, we don't have to consider the distance. Okay, we have to consider the displacement. Okay, we don't have to consider the distance, we have to consider the displacement, and that's why the rate of change of velocity is known as the acceleration. Now, in case of any motion, okay, in case of any motion, suppose we have to go from this point to this point. Okay, what is the condition for the accelerated motion is the object is already in motion. Suppose the object is in motion with a velocity of v1. Okay, object is in motion with a velocity of v1, and after some time t, okay, after some time t, it is having the velocity of v2. Okay, initially the object is moving with a velocity of v1, and after some time t, it is moving with a velocity of v2. Then in that case, the velocity of the object changes from v1 to v2. Okay, changes from v1 to v2. And what is the time period for that? It is the time period is the t. Then in that case, how to give the acceleration? How to give the acceleration? We know the acceleration is equal to change in velocity upon time period required. Okay, change in velocity upon time period required. So here, what is the change in velocity? v2 minus v1 upon time is t. Okay, v2 minus v1 upon time is t. So the acceleration is a is equal to, the acceleration is given by the symbol a. So if we consider the acceleration, which are the specifications of the acceleration? Which are the specifications of the acceleration? Because the acceleration is given by change in velocity upon the time t, and it is given by the symbol a. But which are the specifications? With respect to the velocity, we can say that the acceleration is the vector quantity. Okay, the first one, it is the vector quantity. It is the vector quantity. Then the second case, what is the unit of the acceleration? What is the unit of acceleration? From this we will get unit of the velocity. It is meter per second upon second. Meter per second upon second. So what is the unit of the acceleration? It is nothing but meter per second. You can write it per second. So it will be equal to meter second per second square. Okay, meter per second square. That is the unit of the acceleration. Okay, unit it is meter per second square. Okay, unit is meter per second square. Now, what is the dimension of the acceleration? From this we can come to know, here is the meter is the dimension, formula is length into time square, length into time. So we can write the third one, it is the dimension, it is equal to m raised to 0, because we don't have to consider any mass here. So that's why m raised to 0, L raised to 1 and T raised to minus 2. M raised to 0, L raised to 1 and T raised to minus 2. Okay, this is the dimension of the acceleration. Okay, now the next thing about the acceleration is how the acceleration is given. Okay, the symbol for the acceleration is a, and as the acceleration is the vector quantity, we can give here it is the with the vector a. Okay, we have to represent it with the vector a. And what is the formula for the acceleration? A is equal to v2 minus v1 upon t. Okay, if we have to show, if we have to represent the acceleration, then in that case we have to represent the acceleration by considering the vector quantities. Okay, so that's why we have to show here the arrow on this head. Okay, the arrow on the head of the symbol of the acceleration shows that it is the one vector quantity. Okay, it is the one vector quantity. Then the fifth one, as the velocity can be a positive or negative, the acceleration can be have the negative or positive. Okay, can be positive or negative. Okay, can be positive or negative. Okay, so acceleration can be positive or negative. Then the acceleration has the only one value. Okay, because there is no any change in the velocity is measured only along a straight line. So that's why the acceleration can have the only one value. Only one value. Okay. Acceleration can have the only one value. Okay, so these are the some specifications for the acceleration, that the acceleration is the vector quantity, because to describe the acceleration we need both the velocity and we need both the direction and the magnitude. Okay, we need both the direction and the magnitude. We are changing the position from this to this, and during this, if the body get change its velocity, okay, if the body gets change its velocity, then at that time in which direction the body changes the velocity, that is also important. Okay, in which direction the body gets change its velocity, it is also very important. So that's why the acceleration is represented by both the direction and its magnitude, and that's why the acceleration is the vector quantity. Okay, so the unit is the meter per second square. Then the dimension we have seen here, meter per second, that is a meter per second square. Length into time, here raised to minus 1 raised to minus 1. Okay, length into time, and that's why we have to take here m raised to 0, L raised to 1, T raised to minus 2. Now how to represent the acceleration? It is represented by a raised to a, vector a is equal to vector v2 minus vector v1 upon t. And as the velocity can be positive or negative, the value of the acceleration can be positive or negative. Okay, and acceleration can have the only one value. Okay, it can have the only one value. Now if we take the example of the system, suppose in that, if we consider that, considering one sign conventions as positive, positive, negative, negative. Okay. Considering these sign conventions, if we consider the change in velocity, suppose initially the v1 is motion of a body is from this direction to this direction. Okay, so v1 is equal to 10 and v2 is equal to 15. Then the acceleration will be, how is the acceleration for the within a time period of 1 second. Okay, so what is the acceleration? The value of acceleration a is equal to, the value of acceleration is equal to v2 minus v1 upon t. So it will be equal to, a is equal to 15 minus 10 upon 1 is equal to 5 meter per second square. Okay, 5 meter per second square. Now if the motion of a body is from this direction to this direction, and in that case also v1 is equal to 10 and v2 is equal to 15, then what is the value of the acceleration? Then in this case we have to consider a is equal to minus v2, that is minus 15 minus this minus 10 upon 1. So it will be minus 15 plus 10, it is equal to minus 15 plus 10 upon 1, it is equal to minus 5 meter per second square. Okay, because both the velocities are in this direction, so according to sign convention we have to take the negative value. Okay, according to sign convention we have to take the negative value. Now consider that the third case, the body is traveling from this point to this point. In that case v1 is equal to 15 and v2 is equal to 10. Then acceleration a is equal to v2 minus v1. So in that case 10 minus 15 upon 1, so it will be, okay, because the time interval is 1 second, so it will be minus 5 meter per second square. Okay, minus 5 meter per second square. Now the fourth case, if we have to consider, then if the body is traveling from this position to this condition, then if the v1 is equal to 15 and v2 is equal to 10, then in that case how to consider the sign conventions? How to go for the sign conventions? That a acceleration is equal to minus 15 minus 10 upon 2, it will be equal to minus 15 plus 10 upon 2, so it will be equal to 5, sorry, here is the 1, okay, 1 second we are considering, so here 5 meter per second square. Okay, it is the 5 meter per second square. So if we look at this, all the 4 examples, we come to know that in the first case the acceleration is the positive value. Okay, the acceleration is the positive value, that is the 5 meter per second square. In the second case the acceleration is the negative value. Acceleration is the negative value. The velocity increases from 10 meter per second square to 15 meter per second square, but in the opposite direction. So in that case the acceleration has the negative value. Then the velocity initially is 15 and then it is traveling in the positive direction and has become the 10. Then in that case again the acceleration has the negative value. Why? Because the velocity decreases from 15 to 10 in a positive direction. But in the second case velocity decreases from 15 to 10. In that case also the acceleration has the positive value. Why? Because the velocity is in the opposite direction. Okay, so in such cases when we say there is the positive change in the acceleration or the negative change in the acceleration, then in that case again we have to go for the 2 types of values. One is the, if there is the positive value of the acceleration, then it is the acceleration, and if there is a negative value of the acceleration, it is the retardation. Okay, the negative value of the acceleration shows the retardation. Retardation means what? The initially the body is moving with the higher acceleration, but after some time it is having the lower acceleration. Okay, retardation means the speed becomes low. Okay, when the speed becomes low, in that case the velocity becomes decreases. So when the velocity decreases, then there is the retardation. Okay, so the one term we have to consider here, that retardation is the opposite of acceleration. Okay, so what is the change in the retardation and the acceleration? That in case of retardation the velocity decreases, the speed decreases, but in case of acceleration the speed increases. Okay, we can remember this also, as here the speed decreases and here the speed increases. Okay, so whenever there is the increase in the speed, it is the acceleration, and whenever there is the decrease in the speed, it is the retardation. Okay, we have to see this phenomena in more detail, but in the next chapters. Okay, so whatever the specifications of the acceleration are, it is the one vector quantity, it has the unit meter per second square, it has the dimension m raised to 0, l raised to 1, t raised to minus 2. Okay, then the acceleration is given with respect to the vector sign, that the vector a is equal to vector v2 minus vector v1 upon t, and it can be have the positive or negative value, as we have seen here. It is the positive, it is the negative, it is the negative, it is the positive. So acceleration may have the negative or the positive value, and depending on the negative and positive value, we can call it as either the acceleration or either the retardation. Okay, and the last one is the it has the only one value. Either it is the retardation or the acceleration, it has the only one value. Okay, so that's why we have to consider such a specification of the acceleration, and depending on these values of the acceleration, we have to go for the further equations of the accelerating motion. Okay, and that equations are very much important, that are known as the kinematic equations of the accelerated motion. Okay, so that part we will see in the next lecture, the kinematic equations of the accelerated motion.